Underway with Canisius visiting. The atmosphere is electric, and McHale certainly used to winning all the time. A trip deep into the NCAA tournament is the only thing for Tommy Lloyd and his team that is acceptable. Deep. That's the key word for the Arizona Wildcats. Not only into the tournament, but this is an incredibly deep roster this year. Man, it's good to be back for the opener. He's Matt Muehlbach. I'm Darren Sutton. Who at Oakland in the Summit and at the mid-major level did all he could do. So now he tries to do it here.
Yeah, different level, no doubt. And hey, let's go back a little bit, big picture. The reason we're talking about gritty, not just because this Arizona team wants to advance, they know they're going into the Big 12, the best basketball conference in the country.
Lewis fearless who penetrates. That's going to be a part of his game that grows. Using the glass, the All-American Caleb Love. He averaged 18 with 5 boards a game, 3 assists as well.
Now, the guy I call Mini Mamba was a little deferential in the exhibition games. I think we'll see the more Mini Mamba come out here once the regular season starts. There it was, first possession.
He did let others, talking about Love, find their stride. It was somewhat selfless to watch. Already comfortable in his game. Nice job defensively for these Cats when you said that.
Yeah, he said it's great for him in his 20th season as a head coach to step back and be a teacher. Really appreciates what's in front of him. Caleb Love, not deferential. That out a bit. That's going to be what he's going to do more of this year.
Dylan Gottfried with a miss. He's from Newport Beach, California. Played at Last Chance U, JUCO basketball. That one rings on home. K.J. Lewis, 6 and 3 a game.
But we're going to even see more this year, even though we've seen 2 threes. I think we're going to see an Arizona team that gets to the rim more and does that. Plays better on defense, more steals.
Love slicing through the paint. Turns it down on the other end. Defense. Shutout continues. That was a pretty look, by the way. Well earned by Jasmine Senga, the CSUN Cal State Northridge transfer. That's a part of his game we don't talk about enough. He's 7 feet tall. He does that. Shot 27% from distance 2 years ago.
Yeah, 3 for 11 that year, but he shot it really well. 2 for 4 in the exhibition. He's going to shoot it every time he gets a good look.
That's a thing, right? I mean,
yeah,
we want to see that. Thompson ends the shutout. Gianna Thompson.
Arizona plays such good defense. You're going to see this Canisius team. Guys are going to have to make their own moves every once in a while.
One more pass from Love, and it paid off. Jaden Bradley, who had 16 against Point Loma. Thought they might whistle Henry with the reach there. No such whistle. Yeah, Love had 5 or more assists 13 times. Pocket picked. Cashing in, Jaden Bradley.
Yeah, and then coming back at you.
He did it again. Bradley going wild to open this thing. Oh, baby.
Scott Mampel, get your highlight out right now. Back to back in about 8 seconds. Jaden Bradley.
Pretty courageous and a rebounding ability of Townsend and Awaka.
You hear 7-footer. Krivas is a true 7-footer. He might be at least 7'1". I think he's 7'2". And right there you saw him holding the ball high. That was the bugaboo for him last year. He would get the ball.
He went to the line 63 times, and about 8 out of 10 he was successful, 78% free throw.
Post moves down low, not afraid at all to bring it down low and use his size and physicality.
Tough to slide through. Paul McMillan IV came up empty that time. Bradley's got 7 points. Love has got 7. Del Orso to the freshman Bryan as he fired that one into the corner. Tobe Awaka, the Tennessee transfer, will go to the line.
A guy that has played incredible in the 2 exhibition games. Tobe Awaka average this year in points.
Yeah, he was interesting because he led Tennessee back-to-back year professional GM. Nice anticipation defensively. Anthony Bernard will go all the way against the freshman, and he'll go to the line. Got Carter Bryant to leave his feet. Nice play by Anthony.
Yeah, great job by
Canisius with their hands full on the road with the Arizona Wildcats. For the first time, they go to the line. The sophomore from Detroit, Michigan, went to Grosse Pointe South High School.
Forcing Arizona to probably go against a defense they have not seen yet, at least in the exhibition games.
Successful defensive stand for the Griffins that time. Swatted into the first. You watched that junior college documentary, that great show, Last Chance U. You saw the California. But 11.2 points a game shot. We literally started to interrupt, have a hockey line change coming.
Yeah.
We're going to do a 5 for 5.
And Arizona can do that. We talked in the open about their depth. Martinez locks that one in. And that's what you do coming off the bench. You give them value.
Krivas sits down with a point in 4 minutes. 0 of 1 from the floor for Krivas, 1 of 2 from the line. We'll keep our eye on him throughout. Beautiful backdoor and a slice to the basket as KJ hammers that. Was 10th in the country out of 362 in offensive rating. Godfrey with 5 on the clock. There is a 3 for Dylan Godfrey. 19 times he had double digits last year.
6'8", but he can come out on the perimeter right there. That can cause some problems for a team. Look good on that jump.
It slips through the hands of Vasar, but right there behind to clean it up was KJ out 4 times.
And right there would have been, I'm glad you brought that up, because that would have been a shot he might have taken right there on the break. But, you know, dribbled it, passed it off, get it around. He knows it's going to come back most of the time.
That was about
New York, you knew. You knew about that classic. They don't have it anymore, but Pearl Washington, Mark Jackson, Kenny Smith, I mean, the crew.
Oh, Henry. He just doesn't play.
Fearless is a big man, but Tommy Lloyd was saying one of the guys he thought that to something like a Final Four.
It's funny with Henry. He was very open about his appeal to and about once a week. I find that, you know, how it worked for Henry. That give credit to Lloyd to knowing how to deal with it, though.
Absolutely.
You kind of think of that.
The new number, it's kind of the new Caleb Love, and you mentioned the assist.
He's been looking forward to a game that counts and to open this one up, and he's playing like a man who's driven by.
It's not just Caleb Love. Now, he'll admit it wasn't his best game, and he needs to improve on it. That's why he's changed his game just slightly for this year.
Beautiful movement of the basketball. That's confidence. You're talking about Canisius finding a bit of it. Paul McMillan IV, the son of Avian Paul, with the three-pointer. Dad played some hoops at Loyola Chicago. We're just talking about you, number 1. Just talking about you. Caleb Love with the...
Him this year, not trying to do too much.
Jealous of a couple of his NIL deals, I gotta admit. Steal and penetration, pretty. Paul McMillan suddenly is flexing just a little bit like he belongs. That's 7 points for McMillan.
Yeah, he's a nice player because he's kind of a guard forward. He can play both ways. He gets to the rim. We saw him make a nice move earlier, finish that one.
The Australian elevates as he goes to the bucket. Anthony Del Orso, deli ball as they like to call it, when he gets hot.
Last year, and he gave it to people again on this team. He's not going to be asked to score 20 or shoot it like he did last year.
That one rings in and out. Awaka tries to fight, does not crawl over the back for the bucket. There were times last year, I don't want to beat this too much up. Beautiful slice and an extra ball fake by William Scott, and it paid off for the Ohio man.
Yeah, bad defense there by Arizona. But again, Canisius getting a little more comfortable with things.
Deli roll, drops that one home. Del Orso with the triple. Along the baseline, nothing there. Del Orso turns it over. It's a chance to see him go to work. Carter Bryant. Out of our side, California McDonald's All-American.
Now, the dunk was pretty easy, but I love the defensive pressure right there coming up on his guy right there. And it's going to be fun to watch him. We're going to have a lot of good stuff on him in the next couple games, non-conference.
As Krivas comes back on, just to finish the thought on the freshman, where he went from like 3 offers to 3 times 30 offers his junior year. That one banged home. Jasmine
Doncic over his head, kind of cocked it back a little bit, and nice jumper from 3.
He's represented different provinces. He is a Canadian athlete, as Townsend will go to the line.
You see they double Krivas right there.
100+ times last year while playing for Oakland as he misses the first. Pure Michigan. Comes up 0 for 2. That
a former walk-on. How cool is that?
I love that part. Somehow they got him out of Oakland University.
Right.
Somehow. Everybody else stays and plays there. How about that roll for Canisius?
Well, McMillan shot that before he really landed. He got on it. He landed, but he shot it so quick and so high. He's got some interesting game. He's got a lot of different shots, and he's one of the most experienced on this team. So you got to believe.
Squad last year, an offensive rebound percentage
At the 4, and they were gigantic.
Rivas is 7'2", Vesar 7 feet tall. Bradley up over his shoulder. Don't know if Henry meant to, but he did, and they'll count it.
Cover smaller guys. Do they spread? There he is. Look at Krivas out denying at the logo. See how he does here on this little drop coverage. Not bad. Then he switches over. Pretty good coverage, but Luka Doncic is getting hot.
Luka, the talented Canadian, Jasmine Senga.
Nice pass, pocket pass there by Bryant. Special.
Head coach Steve Robinson, long time, so much experience.
I mean, that is wild.
You're looking at this right here, by the way.
I'm not sure what they were looking at. Maybe somebody's.
The soft touch of Bryant. Bryant, they don't count, but we were learning watching him. And he scored 109 in a win over Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Wow.
14 feet of man finally pull it together. We'll try and get a couple of free throws out of it.
It's 14 plus.
Yeah, 14-2 unofficially. Krivas drops it in. International play. Look at 16, he was playing up on a U19 team.
Got it to Vesar, but it was so easy for him to look over the defense. He was going to dump it down to Krivas. They blocked that, so he just took it to the rim.
And Bryant hit the hardwood, some full court pressure there.
They go really small right here. They put Townsend at the 5 and Carter Bryant at the 4. Their defensive team, they can switch everything. That's what they do in the shot clock, just switch every single ball screen.
Well, but quickly, kudos to Canisius. 4 of their last 4 from the hardwood to take themselves into the locker room. Now, very comfortable right here on ESPN Plus.
Interested to see how Trey Townsend responds here. He was the star for both exhibition games. Did not have a big half in the numbers and the stats. See what he does in the second half. Great play out of the halftime.
Up in there, Dylan Godfrey with the 3. And Lewis will go to the line as he floats into the paint.
Just a little thing there. Guy is to go to his stepsister's volley.
Playing his prep years in El Paso, Texas. I think one of the more parts, the miss by Tanacopa. The LIU transfer from Australia.
Pretty tough drive right there.
You were looking for him in the second half, and here he is.
Yeah, he made it, Arizona.
Copa finds Scott. That one's well off the mark. Wheeling and dealing and taking advantage. 88-20. Let alone opener domination. Beautiful touch underneath Jaden Bradley.
Likes to work inside the paint as a point guard.
Penetration bucket. McMillan continues a really, really good night. It's been fun watching him work. He's got 13 now.
Yeah, he's been their best player, and a lot of that's just been some one-on-one and pretty stylish play.
Rings in and out of Waka. Thank you very much. I'll clean this one.
That boy out there, man, he can bring it. Yikes.
He's got 4 points. He's got 7 rebounds.
That is a bad man. That guy, that is good. He's going to be fun to watch in the Big 12.
Tanacopa drops a triple in there. He had 20 points 4 times when he played at LIU. An empty possession this time for the Cats. Trying to line one up and make things interesting, and that'll do it.
He knows how hard it is to play up there. And then the game everyone is waiting for, the Duke game here in Tucson. Arizona won that Duke game back there last year in Cameron. Played at Carolina. He played some incredible games at Cameron.
Jaden Bradley maintains control. Townsend eyes Henry underneath. Caleb streaking to the bucket. Rolls it off the window.
Easy play for him right there. Easy little pump fake. Didn't have to sell it that much because he was so wide open. And then his finish, I think he's as good as anyone in the country at the two-guard finishing.
KJ ends up with that one hip pocket, and he'll go to the line. Takes a...
Definitely, and there were levels to that. I remember my second year just in the red-blue thinking, okay, I got this a little bit. Kenny Lofton is not guarding me for thank God, and I'm not worried about him stripping it from me. I feel like I can handle it. Like, just that alone is a level, and then you keep going from there. Nice there by
positive Copa. And there is an answer as that one swatted away. KJ Lewis anticipated.
Yeah, he's going to have, I'm predicting, at least as he finishes right there. I don't know if that's one for the season. I predict he has. If you're back in the A, you're going to Dirtbags for sure. All of them pretty good.
I give Dirtbags credit. They opened up a location in enemy territory right there in Phoenix.
I heard that.
Streaking through enemy territory and stopping the defense dead in their tracks is KJ Lewis. A 7-foot-plus wall out front. Besar and Krivas so tough. On the other end, Caleb Love. Zona Love did last year and scoring as he grabs that rebound. 3-point, field goals made, free throws made, led his team in all of those. Thank you very much. Shuffling those feet.
He passed it ahead to Lewis. Lewis with the great look inside, and Krivas knew what to do with it. So
the connector. You called those players the connectors.
That's right, the connectors right there is beautiful.
Martinez challenged defensively. An air ball that time from Martinez. 30-point Arizona lead. Give me another chance for double Nichols as he brings the basketball up. Well, look at the no-look pass from Caleb Love. Krivas takes it home. Just about at the 10-minute mark. Again, a chance to watch Carter Bryant play some. Godfrey clears himself and gets a kind roll on the road. From Waukesha, Wisconsin, missed that one. No, not yet. Who wants to make one? Alessi says, I'll end the quietness. Townsend tried to dump it inside. Shot clock under 10. They find Townsend that time with a lob. But it's taken out of his hands. Little Euro step and a shot block.
Tommy Lloyd's seen enough and off a bit, and I'm sure that, I think, just like I mentioned Besar, I really think it helped Krivas a little bit. Just get some perspective, watch guys work.
One talking about what could be next in the coming years for Bryant. Godfrey awaiting that one and took advantage. Beautiful pass and penetration.
New guys.
Skip pass, but Besar takes it away. He is unafraid to lead things, so is Bryant. Boy, beautiful English, despite running into some roadblocks.
It helps that link because he got kind of knocked down there. He jumped about 1 inch off the ground. That's the only time we won't see that big vertical.
Bernard right back elevating very quickly. Anthony Bernard with 3 points.
I like him. I think he's going to lead this team really well this year.
Canisius drawing a whistle that time. I believe it was that.
He's going to be fun to watch. Just his progression with everything. Just Del Orso has not had his best night. He's going to have a lot.
Last year they shot 72%. They want to improve upon that because they go to the line a lot. Tops in the nation last year. Turnover. Cats bringing it back the other way. Bradley takes that one home.
A.J. Lewis and Jaden Bradley, they barely ever turned the ball over, and they were coming off the bench. KJ, a freshman. Bradley.
Besar. What'd you learn, Doctor?
Yeah, both players with technicals, but it was a flagrant 2. I did not see that coming, and when you go to flagrant on that play, it seemed to me like a no-brainer flagrant 1.
I agree with you, and I think what you look at as Vesar missed the first.
He's going to be aggressive in the paint.
A little opportunity for Grant Whiteman to get into this contest and go to work. Grant Whiteman, the 5th-year player from Tucson, Arizona.
Good opportunity. He's got 4 minutes for a walk.
That's exactly right, my friend.
He better get ready here. He's got to have some shots coming up.
Yeah, this is his 46th game in his career. He's got 11 overall points. He has seen some time, and
I'll just leave it at that.
One of my favorites. Should he drop this one in? A 20-point night against one of the top teams in the country.
I'm going to play some pro ball somewhere. That's the kind of tape
you bet.
Take and really do something with and get a chance to play overseas.
Played at New Jersey Institute of Technology as they get wrapped up underneath. Liam, number 11 on that jersey, and of course the
fun to see Liam Lloyd get some PT. He had an oblique muscle issue and missed both exhibition games. You know, he's a walk-on out there. What a move right there.
Addison Arnold.
We saw Arnold have a really nice game the other night.
Yeah, great story at high school games of 35 and 42 points at Royal High School in Simi Valley. Lloyd saying, wait a minute, I got the basketball, come on.
Yeah, and he said, it is a great quote. He said, this is a different beast there.
His dad, head coach, watching closely by the Hollywood seats. He's not anywhere near his bench. He's watching these players get rewarded and get playing time. Grant Whiteman bangs it off the window.
I'll tell you what, these walk-ons come in and play hard. They are not coming in just to satisfy the fans and shoot some threes. They are getting after it on the defensive end.
All of the first-teamers, they're all standing and watching.
That's a great
all
point.
Standing and watching. They know how hard these players work.
Great point, nice shot.
Triple from Cam Palesi.
And everyone here wants Liam to jack one up.
Liam played at Gonzaga Prep while Dad was busy coaching. Family lived up there. Liam scored more than 1,000 points in his career. And then there's Big Will. 8 points. Caleb Love, 17 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists.
Nice back cut.
Beautiful back cut and a nice pass of the basketball by Maji, David Maji. I just love saying that name.
Canisius is going to be happy with some things heading home to Buffalo, and Jim Christian did a nice job. Hats off to Jim Christian for what he did with all new players. Didn't have any. This is their first game, obviously, and I thought they showed out really well.
They let it turn to 0. The Arizona Wildcats win their opener. Open the season 1-0. 93-64 the final score as they defeat Canisius. Some of the big stars in this one, Caleb Love with 17 points. He had 6 assists.